Yo, man, it's almost 4:30. I gotta get the fuck out of here.
This is the social norm.
1, 2. You want top dollar and pop bottles and drop knowledge. Hit the throttle on nice autos without college. Do yourself a solid, put them boys on your screen. Wait, who do you mean? I mean canteen and beans. When the social norm is on, you better.
Yeah. Yo, you already know what it is, man. We back it again with another one. I'm your boy Canteen. Fuck, this is my man Beans.
He's having a hard Monday, y'all.
I really am. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I'm trying to stay positive, but it's very, very hard because pause. As y'all know, I'm an avid Jets fan.
Yes, he is.
And I just gotta be honest with myself. I invest too much time into my team because they're trash. And I have to realize they're always going to be trash. But I'm not going to be a Debbie Downer today and try to bring y'all into how I'm feeling.
That's true. I told him this is the part of being a diehard fan. You got to take the highs and lows to go with the bad. I broke up with football like back in '97. I don't even watch it anymore.
And your life has been better.
Yes, I am free. While everybody's glued to the TV, I'm out in the world on Sunday.
Yeah. Well, today's episode 191, is called Hall Passes. Would you do it? And honestly, if you don't know what a hall pass is, I'm gonna go ahead and explain it to you. A hall pass is where you and your significant other, y'all dating, or y'all in a serious relationship, married or whatever, and the other person gives you a chance to go out and be single. Go out and get with somebody and sleep with them for a night, for a weekend, whatever the case may be. And then you come back to them and y'all get back to doing what y'all was doing in the first place, which is being boring ass in a relationship. So I came across this video that I'm gonna show y'all, and then before we do the video, I want to know, what do y'all think? Before we do all that, go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, so you don't miss none of our videos. We do them Monday and Friday around this time every week. So, Beans, give me your take on it. What do you think?
I'm gonna say no, not gonna do it.
You're not doing it. Why?
Well, in my experience, because I've actually had conversations like this, believe it or not,
while you were so-called,
when I was married and when I was out in the world, and more often than not, there's always one person who's not gonna like it.
Okay,
they're gonna say
who brought it up.
Actually, sometimes the woman, whoever dealing with it, and sometimes I did. So, it never gotten past the talking phase, like the setting the boundaries. It never got past that.
Did it not get past that because you vetoed it immediately? Because I personally know, I think you're the jealous type.
I am the jealous type. However, I do push. I call it what's good for the goose. Like, if you want to do this, you have to allow me to do it too. And 9 times out of 10, every time a female has brought it up to me, I said, well, if you're gonna go and do that, I'm gonna go out and do this. And they never. They always said, never mind. Could I do it?
Could you do a hall pass for a night?
I think I could.
And they get a hall pass for a night too.
They get a hall pass night. My only rule is, look, don't bring that shit home.
So what you mean?
Whatever happens out there, leave it out there.
I don't need to know about it. I don't need to know who.
You don't talk about what I do. I don't talk about what you do. But
so let me ask you, would you feel some type of way that the hall pass goes, she go outside, come back the next day, and she's just glowing. She feels rejuvenated. Hey, honey.
I wouldn't feel bad. You know why? Because I'll be rejuvenated too. Like, looks like you had a good night too.
Because like me, I'm gonna say this. You come in all juvenated, feeling like you're doing something with yourself, feeling like you a new woman, and you come in, hey honey, Trey, don't kiss me. Go get your ass in that bathroom, wash your mouth out.
Well, you definitely gonna do.
I don't know what you've been doing.
And that's my thing. Like I said, every time a woman has brought up to me, it always got to the point where I'm like, okay, well, it always got to this. If you're gonna do this, I'm gonna do this. Oh, well, never mind then. Like, no.
See, my thing is this though: with a hall pass for a man, if the woman gets a hall pass, it's kind of unfair because I don't care what you think you could do as far as being nasty.
Oh, she
could do it way worse.
Oh yeah.
So it's like,
and it's easier to go out for them to go out and do it.
Yeah,
we gotta work for her.
And like, what rules are going to be in place? Is it for a night? Is it for one person? You know, I don't know. But let's get into this video, and we'll see what this older woman thinks about hall passes.
So, Ma, can I ask you some relationship questions?
You could ask me, yeah.
So, what do you feel about giving, in a marriage, giving what people call a hall pass to your spouse? And what that means is, and nowadays, people be doing things a little differently in marriage. And a hall pass is giving your spouse, so let's say you give your husband or your wife one pass once a year to go have sex with somebody else outside of your marriage. You're giving them a green light. That's what a hall pass is. And it says, once a year, you can go cheat on me. And I won't get mad, and I know about it. I'm telling you, you can go ahead and do it once a year. What is your feeling about giving your spouse a hall pass to go do what they want once a year with somebody else?
I don't agree with that.
You don't? Why?
Not for me. Because
why you don't agree with it?
Because I don't know anybody as far as another man is concerned that I want to hang out with once a year. Because unless he's just somebody, a good friend, not no lover.
Right, but so are you okay with giving your man a hall pass once a year and say, hey, I don't want you to get bored with me, so I'm gonna tell you once a year you can have a hall pass to go have sex with somebody else. Are you okay with that?
No.
No?
No. I would never give anybody that because first of all, I wouldn't believe that there's a man or even me that I like so much that I'm gonna go have sex with them once a year.
Well, do you think that that men would want to do that? Like, do you think that your husband would want to go have sex with somebody?
Let me pause for a second. I just want y'all to understand. The daughter don't really understand where she coming from.
She's like, no.
She's trying to explain to you, it ain't that I don't think anybody would want to do this. I don't think anybody would want to do it one time.
Exactly.
I wouldn't do it one time with a lover. Why would my husband do it? But the daughter thinking about like as a woman wouldn't want to do it.
Somebody else once a year?
Not once a year. I believe that if he went to have sex with somebody that he likes so much, whatever he tells me, he will do it more than once a year.
Right. He gonna do it more than once a year.
He will tell you one time, and then go tell whoever it is he's with how they're gonna do from the rest of the year.
Oh yeah.
Why would I go have sex with a man once a year?
I just want to say, for every fella that ever had a woman get caught in cheating, she said this is the only first time. Listen to this old lady. Why would I have sex with a lover one time?
Exactly. This is the first time you got caught.
Exactly.
So that you don't get bored with your husband. Like, you don't want to just have sex with the same person forever, do you?
I didn't say I wouldn't have sex with another man, but once a year, why? I wouldn't do it once a year, not knowing I'm doing it once
Okay,
a year.
pause it.
Right.
Let's say somebody does do once a year, right? They have that experience once a year. They're going to be waiting that next time around is
Dude,
that's all they're going to be thinking
it don't
about.
even make sense.
It doesn't. It doesn't.
Let's get an example. What's like one guilty pleasure of yours, food wise?
Food wise, flaming hot Cheetos.
All right. Let's say you had to eat one bag of flaming hot Cheetos a year. You eat that bag, it's gonna bring back everything you like about flaming hot Cheetos.
Mhm.
Best believe within 3 days, your ass gonna be eating some flaming hot Cheetos again.
Mhm.
Because you know why? They ain't putting a cage on all flaming hot Cheetos from your ass. So they're available.
Yes.
So anything that's available in society that we can get to that can give us some happiness, we're gonna continue to do.
Exactly.
We human.
If I like him well enough to have sex with him, I want to have sex with him whenever we get an opportunity.
Okay. So
If
that's
I go have sex with him on August the 30th, and then I say I see you next year, that I wouldn't. No,
that's dumb, right?
I don't want to have sex
And on
with
the-
anybody because
On the flip side of that, who says that person is going to leave you alone?
Yeah, maybe you rock their world. They gonna be like, hey, can I talk to you for a second? Let me try this again.
like they, I only want to have sex with somebody because I enjoy it, and if I enjoy it, I want to have it more than once a year.
Once a year.
I want to have the opportunity.
Well, then the way I feel about it is that's why you have a husband. You married the person that you want to have sex with for the rest of your life, right?
Now, I seen on her mother's face when she said that. No. That's what she really. I don't care what she say after this. When she said the reason you get married is because you have sex with the one you want to have sex with for the rest of your life. That ain't the reason you get married.
She looking like, who raised you?
The reason you get married is for financial stability.
Exactly.
You do not get married because you just want to keep having sex with this person. Because guess what? You don't got to get married for that. You can keep having sex with somebody over and over as long as they let you.
That's the purpose of getting married.
When you first get married, that's how you feel.
Yeah. But after several years,
you don't necessarily, okay, you get married this year and you're so in love or whatever. But when things start going bad, your mind goes, well, you know what, I saw an old boyfriend of mine and he keeps talking to me, so I really want to go hang out with him. I don't believe in giving nobody an opportunity to say, okay, you can go and have sex once a year. Because first of all, I ain't gonna believe nobody gonna. I believe they'll agree to it, but I don't believe they're gonna do that.
right? They'll do it more than once. Once you give them right.
Huh?
Once you give them a hall pass, they're gonna do it more than once.
Yes.
Right.
If they enjoy it, if it's somebody I want to have sex with.
You know what I'll say? Hold on, let me let this video go and I'm gonna tell you.
And they said once a year you could do it, and I might agree with it, but after that once a year, I'm gonna sneak and still do it.
She being real. She keeping it real.
She give me the buck. That's really what it would happen. I say this.
Okay.
You get a hall pass for 1 day.
Okay.
You can sleep with someone else, but it's of my choosing.
Ooh.
And vice versa. So I'm just saying, for me, I'm gonna get you the most fucked up looking person to where now you appreciate coming lay down with me. What do you think?
They're not gonna want that.
It don't matter.
You know why? Because I know who I would choose.
Who would you do for your significant other?
Yes,
Who?
Somebody we work with.
Is
But
it-
I can't say who.
Let me ask you this: is he short?
No, he's
My sister calling me. Hold up.
he's about my height, and he has some. God forgive me. He has some scars on his head.
I know you're not talking about.
Yeah.
This man has been through so much.
But you say
Hey, you gonna use him?
Yeah. But here goes the problem. Retaliation. That's the problem.
Yes.
Because they're gonna get like, oh hell no. I didn't when it's my turn. They're gonna
Hey, let's say it's smoking. Remember, you know who that is? That'd be your person.
Oh man.
Jim Carrey.
Oh man.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
I think I do.
So that's what I think hall passes should be. You get to sleep with somebody, but it gotta be somebody worse off than me. And that way,
don't you think that kind of defeats the purpose?
no,
though?
because think about it.
It deters
The reason we giving people hall passes is so they can feel rejuvenated, right?
Mm-hmm.
To want to be married, right?
Yeah.
Well, what better way to want to be married than to realize what you got and
You
what's
know
out there?
Like, you know what? I ain't got it that bad out here.
Yeah, if that's what's out there, I'll stay with you. You know what I'm saying?
mean, let me tell you something. I've had this conversation too. One woman I was dating, she wanted to be with another woman.
Okay.
And I was all right with that. I was fine with it.
Was it going to be just her dealing with the other woman, or were you going to be a little bit involved in this?
That's where things got dicey. I said, "Am I going to be able to participate in this,
or is this just
y'all two? It's just y'all two." And this is where things start. She's like, "Well, it's just me." I said, "Okay, well, if you're going to do that, that's when I started to say, well, I'm gonna go over here." She didn't want me to. I said either I'm going to participate or both going to participate.
Or let me watch something.
Yeah, I'll say either we're both going to participate in this, or nobody's going to.
Is the other woman okay with me participating?
She would have to be.
Or she's not even allowing.
That's the only way I'm gonna allow this to go down. I'm like,
okay, would you allow them to say? She said, "Look, it's just me and her, but you can watch us."
That's fine, but I need to get something else out of it too. That's not enough for me.
Okay, watching ain't enough. You need to be like, I need somebody. I need. Or she said, "Okay, me and her can mess around, and I'll mess with you, but she can't mess with you."
No,
you want to
because I'm already messing with you. How am I winning from this?
Well, you get to watch her be with another woman.
Nah,
that ain't enough for you.
It's not enough for me.
Okay, the other woman's got to be touching you too.
It's either that or I can go out and do my own thing. That's
real. I get it.
I'm not doing nothing else beside that.
I'm with you on that.
It's just like I need to get something out of this
because it's like you get your own personal little toy to go play with, but I
gotta sit in this. I gotta sit in the side, and I tell you a lot of times.
There are men who go for that bullshit.
Yeah, I'm not, and that's the thing. Every time a woman presented it to me like that, or presented it, it was always like that. I want to do it, but I don't want you to do it. And I'm like, no. Either we're both doing it, or we're not.
Yeah, I got you on that. All right, let's get into some more video. What did I just do? Okay, here we go. Let's get into some more videos. I don't like. How do you close this?
Putting the business out there.
There we go. I don't want nobody seeing my messages because I know y'all some nosy mug. I'm just playing. No. All right.
Is a man less of a man if he can't change a flat tire?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Is a woman less of a woman if she can't cook a meal from scratch?
We're biased. We're women.
No, that's not a good answer.
Do you believe we're in a transitional phase between women being old-fashioned and being independent?
Yes, we're already there.
If so, what are we transitioning to?
Feminism.
I hope we're transitioning to women and men being equal.
We're transitioning into a lot of women being cat ladies.
Do you think a woman would be welcomed at a woman's march if she's pro-life or has traditional values?
Nope.
So do feminists really care
Not
about
nowadays.
all women or just the women who agree with them?
Feminists do not care about women.
So is it really about women's choice?
No, because it's not allowing each individual woman to decide for herself. It's not respecting each individual woman. It's conforming to a propaganda.
All right, look. So I came across this video and it hit home because you know why? I was watching this movie or this show. It's called Julia.
Okay.
It's on HBO. It's about Julia Childs. For everybody who don't know who Julia
cook?
Childs, yes,
Okay.
she was a cook. She was called the French chef. She was an American woman who taught women and everybody else who wanted to watch her 30-minute show about cooking, French cooking. And in one of the episodes about her life, she got challenged by other women who were having feminist philosophies, saying she's hurting women because of her traditional role of a housewife, of cooking and pleasing their man and serving their man. And the thing I realize about feminism is you pretty much are demonizing women who choose to be housewives. Isn't the whole point of being feminine is for a woman to have a choice to be what she wants to be in life and not be forced to be something? So what's wrong with a woman wanting to be a housewife? What's wrong with a woman wanting to serve a man? It's not slavery if I'm choosing to do it.
Exactly. You're not shackled to the stove.
But these women are so feeling like if you're not actually breaking away from the kitchen, breaking away from being a traditional wife, a mother, then you are stopping progress of what? To be cat women? Because that's what you're going to be. Men aren't going to want to be around you if you don't want to serve them. And I mean serve them in the same sense that they're going to serve you. Like people, we get together because we feel a purpose for the other person. That's the reason why you be around other people. The reason friendships happen, right? The reason me and Beans hang out with each other is because I feel a certain purpose of enjoyment to be around versus and vice versa.
Yeah.
You bring some type of enjoyment when I'm around, when we sit there and have conversations and joke and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
If we didn't have those things, we wouldn't be around each other.
No.
Okay. And it ain't no different than you and your lady or my lady, like, or my mom and my dad or your mom and your dad.
Exactly.
They serve a purpose for each other. So when you push this image of, oh, you can't, and the fact that the women said if a man doesn't do, how to fix a tire, he's not a man. But if a woman doesn't know how to cook I tell you right now, I know I got a family member right now. I know my sister cannot cook from scratch meal like that. She would have to really read and have to fix. She don't know no meal. She can just cook from scratch.
I know. I was lucky enough to grow up in a household where my mother know how to do that. My sister does too, but I do have all their family members, certain aunts that do not know how. Like,
and do they make fun of them?
No, here goes it. They're the family member that, like, when like Thanksgiving happens, they're like, "Look, you just bring the paper plates and
yeah, you go to the dollar store, get the pops and the chips and shit like that.
Yeah, and they know they roll. They know they can't.
You can't cook like Auntie Emma.
Yeah, you just can't. It is what it is, And I don't. And speaking of this, like, women see cooking as, the serving part. Men serve women too, just in different ways.
Yeah.
And that's the part they seem to forget.
When a man drives, knowing she don't want to drive, right? He's serving her. When the man opens the door for her, when the man gives him, let's keep it on buck right now. I went to the Jets game. I don't even know why I'm bringing this. I went to the slaughterhouse yesterday. All right, with the girl I'm talking to.
Uh-huh.
All right. And I specifically told her, look, it's gonna be cold out there. You need to bring you some clothes, hat, some gloves, jacket. I gave her instructions. She did not want to follow them. She says, I'm fine. I got a t-shirt. I got a sweater. I'm good. I gave her a long sleeve shirt to wear. I said, okay, you ready? You said, yeah, we go out there. Before we even get to the game, we're tailgating. What happens?
I'm cold.
My nose is freezing. Look, I got hat on, I got jacket, I got gloves, I got I'm like a scarf, and I'm like, well, I said I'm hot right now. I said you can use my hat for now, but when I get cold, I'm gonna get it back. So then halfway through, she starts saying, "Oh, you ain't getting his hat back." I said, "What?" I don't play them games. I said, "Look, I told you." I ended up giving her a face, like a face mask thing. But I'm saying those little things, I could have just left her out to dry, and she could have been freezing. I let her get my windbreaker. I let her get some things that, even though I knew she was already in the wrong, because I gave her the instructions, she didn't want to listen. And then fast forward, now she's left out there freezing.
She ever been to a game before?
Yes, she had been to one game before. This was her second game.
So she should know.
But she's from Buffalo, and I told her, I said, look, you know where you at. You knew you were going to be sitting in this. Why did you think? I don't know. But I just learned it was my fault. I blame myself. Because you know why? When you're dealing with women, men, learn this early, and it'll go so much better. She can't think for herself. I'm just being real. This isn't not trying to be rude or nothing. Women can't think for themselves. It's something about it when they're with men, they go on like autopilot mode. And they want men to think for them. They might not say it, but they do it. So I should have, knowing she was going to be cold, should have brought an extra hat. I should have brought an extra jacket. I should have brought these things like you would if it was your child.
Okay, I see what you said.
You know what I'm saying?
I've done this before. I know what you mean.
Your child is not gonna. It doesn't matter what they're saying. I'm not gonna. I don't need to pee. What do? You tell them go in the bathroom and pee before we go, because you know they're gonna have to pee. And sure enough, what happened? She said, "I have to go pee." Yeah. I have to. Like, there was all these different things that I just knew I should have, and I listened to her, and it was my own fault. But what I'm trying to, I lost what I was talking about initially. But what I'm serving. I served her
by giving
her my stuff to help her get through the day. And I'm saying we all play a part in the big scheme of things of serving each other. And if you think you're gonna be with somebody you don't serve, it's like you're fooling yourself. You know. But why is that? Why do we have it where you tell them something and they just don't want to listen?
I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know.
Answer me that, ladies. Why are y'all so hard-headed sometimes? And you know in your heart you should listen to that man, because everything you choose to do just don't work out. And you think he's trying to just boss you around, or do you think he's trying to guide you to something that needs to be done? You know what I mean? And this is why I say women are on autopilot. My mother does it. I can't say my sister does it because my sister don't got no man. But
yeah, you know what?
She did it.
My ex used to do that.
And then
I don't want to make no decisions. That's what she tells me.
This is the thing that got me though. Ready? Watch this. We brought our little bags in, our clear bags. She's like, I gotta go to the bathroom. She leaves the bag. She goes to go to the bathroom. She leaves her bag sitting over there, open. Her wallet just sitting in there. People are sitting behind her, and I'm looking at her. I just like, I have to realize I had to lock the door. I had to zip up the bag. And I said, okay, I had to zip the bag up. But fast forward, there's a lady in front of me. She's standing up. Her phone is sitting right there. I could have snatched it in this. She would have never known. I said, excuse me, is this one of y'all phones? She said, oh my, thank you. Babe, here, put this in your pocket. It's like men constantly have to keep protection over a woman at all times for themselves.
Yeah, like there's a I said this before. There's a TikTok where it's a man and a woman walking down the street, right?
Yeah.
And it says what the woman is thinking. She's thinking like, did I leave the stove on? I wonder if I look fat in this dress. I wonder if my hair is done right. Then it goes to the man, and he goes, okay, I see that dude looking weird across the street. I see this car coming. I said like he was focused,
observing.
yes, a focus around his surroundings instead of other things.
And it's like y'all ladies be saying men can't live. Y'all wouldn't know what to do if we weren't around. What are you talking about? Like literally, we just keep living. I don't know. Women can live without men. Like seriously, I think, and like my mother would be when she likes to get a little tipsy when she with her friends, and my dad's there, and my dad showed me. He was like, "Watch your mom." My mom's such a friendly, nice person. She flirting, like joking around, having fun, but she'll leave her phone anywhere. She'll leave her purse over somewhere, just carefree, not even thinking about anything that could happen. Her phone gets missing. My dad took her phone, her purse, her keys, and then it was like, my mom's like, all right, you ready to go? Got in the car. Didn't know where her phone was, her purse, or her keys were. We driving. My dad, I already know this. My dad, we get home. My mom's like, where my phone at? Carl, I think I left my phone. I lost my phone. My dad's like, he just pulls everything out and gives it to her. And she's like, oh, thanks. And he's like, you don't even see the problem in this? If I wasn't here, where would you be?
You have to drive back. Did I leave my phone here?
Like, you didn't even think about these things. You just, and I'm like, yo, that's literally where we're at in life. When a woman has a man, she is on autopilot, dude. She has to not worry about anything. Like, she's like, yo, he's got it. And and then in my mind, doesn't it feel like you're enabling?
Yes.
But then this is the crazy part, fellas. For some reason, she got mad at me because I didn't want to give her my shit.
Because you're a man. This is where the chivalry kicks in. This
Chivalry
for them
doesn't make sense if I tell you beforehand. That's stupidity. That's not chivalry.
No.
Chivalry is like,
No.
I didn't know, I just met you there and I saw that you was cold and I was like, here you go.
No, to them, and that's why I said to them.
Okay.
Chivalry kicks in. Like, you should want to give me your
after
coat.
I've already told you.
Yes, but they don't.
You denied doing it.
They don't care about that. They don't.
This is blasphemy. This is stupidity.
Don't.
This is Sparta.
Like, listen, I used to tell my ex-wife, like, she would always want me to pump her gas.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, look, you're gonna have to learn to do this because I'm not always gonna be around.
Mm-hmm.
And it got so bad to the point where she would like drive past gas stations on the way home from work.
To give you the car?
Just to give me the car. And the joint would be on E. So one day I just said, no. I said, no.
We're done.
Get in the car. I'm gonna teach you how to pump gas. And she did, and I said, if you don't do it now, I'm not gonna pump your gas anymore. So we jump.
Sorry. Here, go ahead.
So yeah, I can hear it. Don't throw me off. But so we drive to the gas station and I teach her how to pump gas. Now one day I get stuck at work for 16 hours
mm-hmm.
and she needs to get gas. And she ends up pumping it herself. She ends up.
She was so proud of herself.
She's like, oh, I pumped my gas. I was like, I see what I'm saying. Like, if you wouldn't have listened to me, you would have been stuck.
Maybe you should start listening to me a little bit more. And then they'd be like, oh, okay, let's not get overboard.
It's one time.
You did one thing right. And you like, I do a whole bunch of stuff right. You just don't never say anything. But I don't never bring it to your attention.
Exactly.
That's crazy, man. Let's get into another video, man.
I mean, the men are the glue that holds the marriages together.
They've already said statistically, men and this is not an argument to be with men, but
No.
men who marry men stay together longer than women who marry women.
Yeah.
So y'all take that data and do it as you will.
Oh man.
Who's the real issue in certain issues? All right, let's get into this. It says,
I left them.
That's why your baby
I
daddy
left them. Be fucking for real. I left them.
They left you. They left you.
Oh God, I can't stand the TikTok shit. This is what the fuck I'm talking about. You bitches weak as a bitch, man. You bitches weak as a bitch. Stop fucking playing me on this fucking app.
Really?
Stop playing
for y'all that didn't just see that, what we just saw is a woman arguing with a man about why her baby fathers left. She's saying they didn't leave, she left them.
Mm-hmm.
He's saying they left her. Let's watch it one more time.
I left them.
That's why your baby
I
daddy
left them. Be fucking for real. I left them.
They left you. They left you.
Mind you, she's hitting the computer screen or phone.
Oh God, I can't stand the TikTok shit. This is what the fuck I'm talking about. You bitches weak as a bitch, man. You bitches weak as a bitch. Stop fucking playing me on this fucking app.
Really?
Stop playing
I don't want to hear the rest of this. I don't know what he's about to say. Let's just see.
You better put, I'm not saying put hot sauce on the condom, but make sure you take that condom with you. Because they baby.
Okay, they ain't got nothing to do with that.
Okay, yeah.
But I'm just saying, y'all, at the end of the day, if you got to beat up a electric item, right? An inanimate object that ain't got no feelings, you probably, he struck a chord.
He did. Because obviously he don't know you. He don't know your situation.
And you could let, this is a prime example of somebody who cannot deal with the real truth at hand.
Exactly.
You know, they're in denial, and the reality is their fantasy. They have to believe that these people left me. I'm not the problem. I'm not the reason everybody's leaving me. I'm not the reason these men don't want to be with me.
Mm-hmm.
They're the issue. And as soon as somebody calls you out on it, you start attacking,
freaking
out, and
busting,
showing how much of a lady you aren't. Bitches ass,
y'all weak as a bitch.
It's like, yo, no, you're showing your weakness.
Exactly. They left you. Okay.
They left me then. Fuck it.
Yeah, exactly. You ain't got to prove nothing to this man. You don't know you.
Because she knows the truth.
I know that's
the truth
thing.
Is
he knows it. He knows it too.
He knows it because he can just. That's the thing. I don't care who you are. Men can tell when you're the problem.
Oh yeah,
we can tell.
Hands down. Your attitude tells us everything.
Like, I know for a fact when I talk to certain people, when they say, "Oh, we broke up," I'm like, I can already tell who the problem was in that relationship. And then vice versa, I can tell ones when I'm like, yo, you're a good girl and you just got done wrong. Like,
that happens too.
All right, let's get into something else.
From a gentleman, and it was spectacular. He's a demon, but that was fantastic.
Okay.
And I was coming, and I
oh God,
I got the bed. It was just a little, like a little nugget, and I didn't know. I fucking air hockeyed it. I did. I flunked because I didn't know if he had saw it or not.
Wait a minute, let me pause.
He came out with this like
let me pause this for a second. I want y'all to see. Y'all see this woman? This woman is talking about how she orgasmed so hard from a man giving her oral that she shitted on herself. Like a little nugget shit or whatever she called it. This is why I say, fellas, don't ever think a woman, any woman in this world, is out of your league. Because I don't care how pretty a woman is, she shit and piss just like you.
Mm-hmm.
So always remember that when you thinking a girl's too pretty, she ain't shit, dude.
Been to war. And I was like, hey, what's going on with you? He's like, I saw it. And I was like, Did it hit the wall like it would hit the glass window? When I say I put all my might into that nut, and I
No,
didn't
we know. You don't gotta convince
I
us,
didn't know.
Sometimes nut to do that though, cause I ain't gonna. I have farted during the nut.
Because sometimes when you be trying to,
I would have picked it up
it like a little bird,
like a little bird, and I would have let it free. Cause you know why he caught you?
It was free already.
No,
one time.
See, nah, I don't know why the internet has allowed women to make money, but not realizing that that one right there is never gonna find a man of quality. No man is gonna really want to be with her because you just admitted that you shit while you fucking.
And did you see the comment? I look at these podcasts, and why would you tell anybody this?
Let me see what the comments say.
Look at the top one. Say it's a lot of things I'm taking to my grave with me.
Baby girl, this should have been one of them.
I'm not
like. Think about this, y'all. Could you really be the guy who wifes the woman who's on the internet for the world to see that says that she shitted in the bed while she was being with a man, and then realized it and grabbed the shit and threw it against the wall, hoping that he wouldn't know when he went to go clean himself up, came back and said, "Yo, I saw that shit. That's why I came back, you nasty bitch. Get your ass off my bed." Actually, I'm just leaving.
I gotta burn the sheets now. Thank you. I appreciate it.
And let me say this, because there are some times people like we all had embarrassing moments. I've never had. I have had an embarrassing moment with myself, and I've had an embarrassing moment with a female, but it wasn't on my end; it was on her end.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I was just like, "Yo." But the funny thing about it is, she went and told people about the situation. I was like, "This is crazy." Dude.
I wasn't telling anybody.
Next thing you know, yeah, girls. So now, yeah, I don't know. But is there anything sacred anymore?
No, everything is everything's entertainment now.
Everything.
That's the problem. Like that's crazy. Like I ain't gonna lie. If somebody would have do that, I would never let them live it down.
Okay, let me ask you this: could you still be with them?
Yeah. It don't bother me that much.
Okay, let's say that she's saying a nugget. Let's say you're going downtown on a girl, and she's about to orgasm climax, and she sharts.
Just a straight up blast,
like a blast fart, wet, just seeps like it's just wet and gooey, all on the bed, and you're like, what the fuck? Oh, your whole shirt is smeared with shit.
Destroyed. First of all, I'm taking.
Or no, fuck that. Fuck the shirt. You don't got a shirt on. Your whole chest is smeared of shit.
Well, first of all, I'm wiping it on her.
You're gonna just you're gonna slip and slide on her.
Because I'm not going to be the only one.
Dude, her whole ass is just is.
Oh, I'm never letting her live it down. Never.
Do you stay with her? Do you be
yes, so I can torment her. Like, remember that time you shit your pants? Shit on the bed. Yeah, that was you.
I'll be like, you'll never find anybody else, right? Because anybody else you get with, I'm definitely telling them what happened.
I won't tell anybody, but I will tell everybody. That's
oh man, the shit you see on the internet.
Yo, I've never had that happen, man. Thank God. It's just something like I said. You don't need to tell everybody everything.
No. Let's get into another video. We almost done, y'all. All right, it says relationship coach says if she was 22, she would not be dating black men at all. Says they are too feminine and take too long to get their stuff together. Thoughts? Oops, sorry.
Unless.
Let me start it from the beginning, y'all. Oops, sorry. Pop-ups. There we go.
They were older. They'd have to be real old. Because they're too feminine these days for me. I like masculine, go get them. I'm going to pay for that baby type men. Okay. Where you want to go on vacation type men. That's what I like. If I was 22 today, I wouldn't date black men. I'm sorry. Y'all take too long to get y'all stuff together. Y'all want us to pay half the bills and sleep with you? No, can't do that. So I wouldn't be able to do it. I'm not saying that other men are better than you. I'm just saying they're more ambitious than you. If I were 22 today, I would not be dating black.
I know this chick.
Men.
Let's pause this for a second.
That's the sprinkle chick.
What is the sprinkle chick?
She's just famous for saying dumb shit and then saying sprinkle off it. Basically, this chick, all she does is basically tell women to take men for their money. That's all she tells women to do.
Okay. So I'm gonna say this. I was with her if she said if I was 22, I wouldn't date any young men at this age right now. The fact that you said black men throws me off because I think a lot of young men aren't those type. Whether they're black, white, Asian,
exactly.
They're not the type of men that older men are to where they'll say, where you want to go on vacation? Let me go. What do you want for this? Like older men are established to do these things and are willing to take control of what's going on.
Exactly. No man has their shit together at 22 unless there's some type of athlete
or they created some type of platform or something like that. Most men at 22 aren't shit. We are the bottom of somebody's shoe.
We're still building at that point.
Exactly. We're figuring out what we're going to do.
Yeah. That's unrealistic. I wouldn't date a 20, of course.
But guess what? If a 22-year-old is smart, right? He's not dating you. He should be focused on trying to build him shit up instead of focusing on these women.
Exactly.
That way, when he gets to be 32 or 42, he can have whoever the hell he want to have. And he probably ain't gonna have you.
That's the thing. He wouldn't date you.
No. So, I mean,
and that's the paradox. You're telling older men wouldn't date that woman.
No, they wouldn't. Especially with you showing that kind of gold diggerish.
Exactly.
I deserve this type shit. Men want to give to people who don't feel like they deserve it.
I only date men who say I'm gonna pay for this. Like people don't want it. Like I told a woman this. Like women say stuff like, when men ask me about sending nudes or talking about sex on the first date, it's a turn on. I said when women talk about money on the first date, it's a turn on for us.
It makes us say, "Yo, we're nothing but a checkbook to you."
Yeah, I said y'all don't know. Y'all women don't see
that. Mean anybody look around there? That's like if you show up with a checkbook, you can have her, but if I showed up with a checkbook or a bigger checkbook, I could have her.
Exactly.
You don't want your woman to be that way. You don't want to be where if I go on hard times or if a man comes in with a bigger checkbook, she's gone. Exactly. There's so many women like that, that men, that's not a quality woman. A quality woman knows quality. So she's going to see what you're worth and say, yo, I'm good with him. I don't need nothing else.
You ever see that movie? It's an old movie called Indecent Proposal.
No, I ain't seen that one.
Okay, so Woody Harrelson is a millionaire. He's a rich man.
Oh, I have seen.
Yes, and his wife is Debbie Moore. She's beautiful, and Robert Redford sees her and he says, "Look, I'll give you $1 million if I can spend one night with your wife."
Yeah, they were in financial trouble.
Yeah, something like that, and they take it and they agree,
and it destroys him.
Yes,
destroys their whole relationship.
Yeah, because now she wants to stay with him, the millionaire. But the dude, the millionaire, sees it and he kind of like sends her back. Like ultimately, he sends her back. Because she's just like, yo, I just bought you. Like,
did he slept with her, didn't he?
He slept with her, and she wanted to stay, and he was just
he's like, I just bought you for the night. I didn't.
You think this is?
You think this is a moral relationship? So he sends her back, and now she goes back, and her husband doesn't want her.
Now, like, man,
she's like, but you came up with this idea, and you fell for it. That was some. I ain't gonna lie. That was some female shit for him to do.
Well, the thing is, it wasn't that she did it; it's the fact that she wanted to stay with the rich guy.
He didn't know that though, did he?
He did. He realized it.
The husband
realized. Woody Harrelson realized. I was like, that wasn't part of the deal. It was just this one night.
She was gone for a while, wasn't she?
She didn't want to come back. That's how he was like, yo, this. So
he had the money. So what ended up happening at the end?
So he got the money and
left her, right?
and I can't remember if he left her or not, but
I think he left and then came back.
yeah, something like that. Because the rich dude was like, "Yo, you need to go.
You got to get out of here.
Go
bitch.
back to your dude.
I ain't got shit for you. I got another bitch to buy."
What you think this is? I just bought you. What the fuck?
Let's see what he said. Beans says if she not Beans, my bad, Scan. If she asks you about money or how much you get paid on first date,
That's a red flag. Yeah.
red flag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hands down.
If a girl asks you about money on the first, but women are slick. They don't ask you. Most women ain't gonna ask you about how much money you make. They're just gonna say, "What do you do for a living?"
Yeah.
And they're gonna go and be like, "Oh, let's say I'm a judge." Guess what they're gonna do? Google.
Yep.
How much does the average judge make?
Mm-hmm.
How long you been doing judging? I've been doing it for 10 years. 10-year judge. What area? Oh, New York City. Oh, New York. Like that's what they're gonna do. That's what most women do. They look it up and they figure out how much you making. And as long as it's in the park range of where they feel comfortable with working with, they'll stay with you.
It's insulting. They just don't understand.
What I tell people, men, use fancy words to make it sound like you're doing something more than what you're doing. You know, if you're like a custodial manager,
Custodial engineer.
yeah, custodial engineer,
Your janitor.
you're janitor, head engineer of custodial.
But my thing is also, as anybody ask you what we do currently, what would you say for what we do currently, without
trying to
being so obvious on what it is?
I would say law enforcement. I would say law enforcement manager, or just say I work in law enforcement.
Yeah, I love to work. I carry out and execute the punishment
and repercussions
of the crimes
of offenders.
What the hell does that mean? You'll figure it out.
I'm an honorary babysitter. That's what I am.
I know, right?
So, well, I think that's good enough. At the end of the day, I think a hall pass is something that's probably going to be a no-go.
It's a bad idea
for the social norm. We're not going to go that way because
we've seen it gone bad
in
more than once.
More than once. The ways people we work with, we've seen them do that, and it didn't work out well. So
lives destroyed.
I tell people, be normal. If you want to just be with somebody else, just go do it. Don't sit there and ask for permission through a hall pass, because the reality is a hall pass is not going to do the job.
And that's the thing. If you're ready to ask for one, be prepared to give one out. That's the thing people don't think about.
Yeah, I agree.
They never do. They never think their significant other is going to ask for one too.
And you never know. They might be waiting way more than you, or they might have already been started.
They got somebody in mind. While you looking, they already got somebody in mind. And
pick for them. Don't let them pick.
I'm gonna say, and it could be the dude you hang with.
I've been looking at Marcus. Marcus,
what the fuck?
Fuck, now you mad at Marcus? Marcus ain't. What the fuck I do? I ain't even fucking. I'm just here for the game, man.
Get out of my house, Marcus.
Yeah. Marcus ain't allowed in this motherfucking house no more. I'm gonna talk to your ass.
Oh, man.
All right, y'all. Well, today's Monday.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all made me feel a little bit better, even though
it's gonna be okay.
It's not.
I should start a TikTok follow level football again. Because it's
are you gonna be that guy who does like what fans do?
Because I mean,
like
because
I
don't. Like I say, I haven't really watched football in years. I could tell you the last time I really watched a full season, I think it was 2004, 2005, when the Eagles went to the Super Bowl
against the Patriots.
That was the last time I watched a full season, because it was a whole TO.
That was some drama,
and
that was him working out in the after getting dismissed from the team.
Him, Andy Reid. Andy Reid was like, "Yo, nobody's bigger than the team. Get out of it." I loved that year.
That was a good year.
That was a good year, and after that, I was like,
every year after that was.
And every now and again, I would watch like okay, I didn't watch the season, but when Atlanta went to the Super Bowl against the Patriots again, I actually watched that. Hoping, I was like, oh my God, Falcons might actually do it. And then they kind of second half, I don't know what happened.
The fix was in. Brady handed money to the refs and said, let's do it.
All right, enough of this.
What do we enjoy for? I don't know. All right, y'all. Well, I'm your boy Canteen. This is my man Beans.
Y'all have a good week. It's gonna be all right.
Find a better team.
That's got to be racist.
Daddy.